Alright. Gonna review this game that we lost. My initial recollection is that we pretty much threw it in the mid game, that we were doing pretty good, but we'll see what happens here.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
So Axel, already at the start, you could have D'd Kyrios. Your D's up. He's already got no mana, losing mana. Start that cooldown right away. Don't wait until somebody has 0 mana before you start giving it. Make sure that this thing is always on cooldown. Always. Also, your Q's on cooldown. And there's 2 of us here that don't have a Q. Again, your Q's on cooldown. We can have people queued right now. Malph is mana intensive in the beginning. It's brutal, and you'll have to go back more than you want to. But right now, you don't know when a team fight is going to happen. Like, you don't know when somebody's going to start to take damage. Malph doesn't have quick healing. I mean, the quick healing comes from the Moonfires, but you don't know when you're going to need that healing. Plus, you get movement speed by queuing. So you don't even have to mount up half the time if you just have your Qs out on everybody. I mean, you should have a minimum of 2 Qs out at all times. As long as you are there with the rest of us, you should have a minimum of 2 out at all times. And 3 would be preferable. I see you're mounting up now instead of popping a Q out. And then it's like you pop the W, but there's no, but you only got Yonners, and then see you re-queued Yonners again. Now we have less people. Now again, you restarted the queue, and then only one person has it, and we're getting into like a little skirmish here. Yeah, so again, I know you're running in, but these shouldn't even be this low. Like Kyrios's heal shouldn't be this low. So now Kyrios doesn't have one. And then mine's looks like it's gonna. Yeah, mine's almost up. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna not comment on it for the rest of the game because I can imagine that it happens for the entire rest of the game. But the queue management, you need to get the queues out more. The whole so part of the reason you take the movement speed here at level 1 is because it gives you the ability to be more mobile in team fights so that you're not as easily attacked. Number 2, it gives you the ability to rotate faster without having to mount. So if you have at least 3, that means you're going to get 12% movement speed. When you get to like level 7, when it extends the duration, um, or when you get to 16, when the duration is increased even more, you can be having 4 Moonfires out or 4 Regrowths out easy, and that's 16% movement speed. That's half of mounted speed. And when you're the healer, as long as you're keeping those regrowths on people, a lot of times you're not even going to have to mount. And so that's the whole reason why you take the nature swiftness at level 1 is so that number 1 it gives you the mobility in the team fights, and number 2 it gives you the ability to not have to mount up all the time. Like if we're going from bottom all the way to top, you can mount up, but changing between these two lanes, there's almost no reason to even have to mount up most of the time as long as you're not going in a dangerous direction. Which you shouldn't be because you're the healer, so you should be okay. And keeping those regrowths up is paramount. You know, you don't know when the fight's going to start. You know, you don't know when it's going to happen or if there's going to be a skirmish. You need to have everybody topped off with a Q, or at least as many people as you possibly can with the cooldown. It should just be you should be popping it on cooldown. And the idea is to do a rotation. You do a rotation of people. So you always go Dr. Holiday, Kyrios, Yonners, yourself. Dr. Holiday, Kyrios, Yonners, yourself. Dr. Holiday, Kyrios, Yonners, yourself. And you keep that rotation in your mind at all times, and that keeps the everybody topped off and keeps the healing going around and around. And then, like I said, once you get up to like 7 and then the 16 talent, then you'll just it won't even be a problem to keep everybody topped off. You're gonna see that people are gonna have you're going to not know who to even queue because or you're going to be refreshing queues that are only halfway done because of it. And you'll lose and the mana problems won't be as bad when you get up here. I know that right now if you queued everybody all the time, your mana is just depleted. But going back and coming back in is not the end of the world. We can just not fight. If we fight without you because you had to just go back to get mana, that's our fault. And we should be blamed for that, not you. So use your queues, keep everybody queued at all times, and make sure that we can go into those fights and keep everybody topped off. Don't worry about your mana so much. Also, one last thing about Mouth. Your main source of healing is going to be from Moonfire. So as you see right now, you have allies with an active regrowth are healed for 158 for each enemy hit. Each enemy hit. They have 2 tanks, and in a lot of these fights, they group up really close together. At 7, you're going to take a talent, and I know you take this talent, that, or no, sorry, 16, you're going to take a talent, it increases Moonfire's area by 25%. That means that it's going to be easier to even hit those Moonfires, and you can hit more people with the Moonfires. Even right now, you should be able to hit 2 people clumped up together with the Moonfires. Aim for the tanks. You're not doing damage. Moonfire is not a damage ability. Do not think of it as a damage ability. You're going to do damage, but that's not what the main point of it is. The main point is to get heals, and that's your main healing ability is Moonfire. Always aim Moonfire on the target that you can best on a target where you can hit the most amount of targets. So if you can hit 2 or more, that's the best place to go. Because if you have, like right now, Kyrios has 1800 health, and you have your regrowths, and then your moonfires are 158 per target hit. So let's say you hit let's say you hit three of them. They've got a Greymane, Johanna, a noob, and they charge in on Kyrios or Yawners or whatever, and you have the regrowth on them, and then you're going to and the regrowth is 462 health over 20 seconds, right? If you were able to hit three of them with a Moonfire right now, that's 450. That's almost as much as one regrowth over 20 seconds in an instant. In an instant and a 3-second cooldown, you've already healed the same amount that you have off of a regrowth. The regrowth is not for healing. The regrowth is for topping off and for being able to Moonfire. Get the value out of the Moonfire. Two targets is going to do more than half of what regrowth does. Right now it's going to do three. If you hit two targets, it's going to do 300 healing because you can do it. I was listening to Grubby talk about this right now, and the other day about why Malf is the best healer and has such a terrible win rate at lower ranks, and is because he's very difficult to play because a lot of people don't understand the interaction between the Q and the W. When you can hit Ws on two or more targets every single time, you're going to be pumping out healing that is going to be impossible for the enemy to fight against, and so you have to make sure you're focusing on getting more than one target with that W. So I'm going to leave you alone for the rest of the game. This is how, this is I can imagine that it's going to be about the same story, so I'm not going to harp on it, but that's the main deal with Malf. The E's are great if you can land them, but the sustain healing is why he's a good character, and making sure you get your D's out on people at all times. I'm pretty sure we played this early game pretty well. Like I said, I think we threw in the middle. So right now, they're already on the shrine. We're doing fine. We're clearing. Blue's coming down. We got a little bit of an advantage on us on this. I think they win this one. Maybe they don't. I forget. Yeah, I did a bad charge there. I needed to hit him against that wall, and I missed it. I remember I was going after Gestrin a lot, and I thought that was a good target, but I don't think everybody else does. And I don't think I was calling it out as much as I should have. What are you doing down here, Curious? We're all charging in, and you're down here. What, killing this minion? I'm not too sure. I'd like to know what you were thinking there. Still not in the fight. I missed this charge. Yonners is getting the tanks. And Curious has all his cooldowns available. see that? You missed a Moonfire over here, but you see how much like Yanners got healed up just from you casting on just one target? The Moonfire is where it's at. You gotta hit multiple targets. I don't know what the hell with Curios. What happened to Curios?
Team has summoned a frozen Punisher. Blue team's Punisher has fallen.
I get why you took this. They have stun, stun. I get that. I'm wondering if taking quarterback, the normal ability. Come on, show me the range on this. I'm wondering if taking that against something like, against something like Stukov would be helpful. It's the normal ability that you take anyways, right? I mean, quarterback is the typical. I get why you took this one because they have the stuns, but with this, you have the ability to interrupt Stukov's arm at a safer distance. Maybe could have been something to think about. Deal 166 over 3 damage and exploding to deal 263 damage to all nearby enemies. Living bomb that spreads to enemy heroes does 35% nearby damage. So 30% of 200 is 60? Or is it talking about the 300 from the explosion? Even of 300 is 90 versus 8% of almost 4,000, which is like what, 300 and something damage? I don't know. Against the tanks, I'm not too sure if Sun King's Fury is the way to go. I think Burned Flesh against two tanks that are grouped up all the time, not to mention the Greymane that's in there deep constantly. Um, I definitely should be the one that's like patrolling up here, not you guys. So you guys need to be clearing while I need to be protecting this up here. Yeah, this is when I was calling for this down here. And we were just soaking instead. They definitely out-soaked the shit out of us. Look at this. Blue's doing better than their solo, but otherwise, they've got like 3,000 soak here. We got out-soaked pretty heavily. That's why we're behind right now. They did get some more structures too, so. That's a good route right there, by the way. Nice job. That you know, that really is gonna stop him from. You know, we almost were able to get him too. This is a 4v4. We did just get 10s, but you know, nobody's taking them because we're in the middle of a fight. We make it out okay, and they used both of theirs. I think we win this one. I think we win this shrine. They've definitely got the push going up top. Yeah, some bad communication, you know. We definitely could have played that a little bit better. When did that bunker come out? Did Yana just not jump in it? Bunker could have definitely saved us against a lot of this Nazebo bullshit. I think you should have just popped it right there, Blue. Like you could have just popped the bunker there, and Yanners could jump in even through the zombie wall. Still a good bunker though. Cut him off too. think that was like for wave clear. I'm not too sure. That was a weird Q. Weird flame strike.
Red team has summoned an arcane punisher. Red team's punisher has fallen.
Yeah, and I mean the Pyroblast. I mean, we'll see how many kills it gets. It didn't get one there. I know we talked about it before the game. I know people have different feelings on it. This map, I mean, the Phoenix can definitely zone people out, take control of these, of these shrines. Way better than Pyroblast. I guess we'll see how much value Pyroblast gets here, though. I don't remember it getting too many kills, especially because I didn't realize that Eyes in the Dark gives him the ability to get away. What happened here? That's probably a wasted Tranquility. Not too sure if you thought like more was coming out or what was going on, but you've got everybody topped off except for Yanners. I don't know how many. You've only got two regrowths out. Um, just so you know, along with this, just to be clear, you can, as you know, cast other abilities, but regrowth gives an extra 10 armor when you have Tranquility out. It provides that extra protection, so that's one of the really nice things, and another reason why it's important to have maximum amount of regrowths out on people when you have, especially when using Tranquility. What was this, guys? This looks like a missed opportunity to me. Looks like we're trying for the camp. Got a good route. I don't know, I thought that was a pretty good wall bang and everything. Oh, we're gonna get a kill off of this. Oh boy. Forgot about this though. We traded. Yeah. Yeah, Axel, I mean, this is just bad positioning. I get it. We're up here, but this Greymane is waiting for you. He's just waiting for you. The you know, I'm not even too sure what you're gonna step up to try to do. You don't have a route to try to protect yourself with. And he went go for the throat. Yeah. I mean, just look at that. Just one swipe, and then he's gonna go for the throat and murder you right here. And they got the stun too, so you can't cast anything if you wanted to. Just got to watch for those flanks as the healer, better positioning would be like here in the shadows, being able to if you're deeper down here instead of out here in the open, Greymane can't target you if you're standing in shadows. So it's one of those things, using the map to your advantage, to gain those advantages on the characters that you're playing against. Um, yeah, just rough positioning. Watch for those flanks. Nice job, Blue. Always picking up after us. Um, oh, we got another kill down here. That's good. Um, fuel leak I know is the general. Just wondering if this one might have gotten some value possibly. Tossing this on Greymane, just basically making him useless. It's almost like giving that Arthas effect, but using Blaze. I don't know. I mean, Fuel Leak is a really good ability. Spreads that shit all over the place. So I'm not saying it's bad. Just looking at some other places where we could have gotten some value. Mm, yeah. You took this instead of fission? I honestly don't know very much, but it seems like this works better with what you went at 7 because you're looking to do more damage through your bombs, and so you're able to do more damage if it spreads easier. But I don't know. Maybe the cooldown reduction is better. I'm not too sure. Honestly, don't know. The Zebo really did work on us this game. I mean, in the team fights, in the solo lane, I mean, Blue's trying to double soak, but that's a good team fight down there. We definitely could have given Blue some more assistance, I think, on the lanes. We were really letting him, try to go for the double soak for us. Nice follow-up on this. I think this is where it all falls apart, honestly. I mean, it's only got 5 minutes left in this game because I'm pretty sure we throw right here. So, I mean, I gotta say, like I know that the whole conversation right now is going, let's get 16, let's get 16. Yeah, I mean, fuck, I don't know, man. Damn. Got caught. Now they used everything, but that was a really good web, really good wrap. So like right here. Alright, so gets the wrap to cancel. Oops, I want to go away. Um, that was a really good rap by them. Who's this right here? Greymane. Yeah, Greymane's almost dead. He gets away. Where's Nazebo at? Oh, there he is. I was like, where the fuck is this guy? Damn, curious. See that? See that right there? That was really good. Um, so let me rewind this. I'll show you how powerful that fucking. All right, watch Curios right now. Luckily, he's got one on him before. Look at his health. Boom. It's just amazing. 230. That's even just a one target Moonfire. 234. I mean, it's just a ton of healing. Just a ton of healing. That was good. I mean, just landing those Moonfires just saved him instantaneously. It wasn't the regrowth. I mean, the regrowth needed to be there, but it wasn't the regrowth. Jumping into here, that was. I'm not too sure. You can't capture the point on this. Blue needed to pop this to save himself, but you can't capture the point while you're in the bunker. So I don't think this was a good idea to jump in there. Damn. Blue almost made it. They just had just so much to siege us with. Greymane, fucking Nazebo. I mean, you're getting the damage with that bomb, but I mean, like, I just don't know that it's accomplishing anything. Like, they have, Limpico on Sukov just healing through any of your bombs. It seems like Bursty would have been better, and you kind of went for like the whole spread damage kind of thing going on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about Kael'thas. I'm not, you know, I hardly ever played him at all, but it just seems like oh, blue. I think this one is a bad one. Pyromania. So I definitely think this was the wrong way to go with the heat treatment. Um, so two things. Juggernaut plating would have been really good against some of them. They had both the gain upon expiring gain a shield equal to 125. Yeah, okay, so they had the Nazebo, that ult, even some of the damage from Greymane, and then any of the damage from aside from auto attack from Johanna or Anubarak, you could have shielded and then you gain a shield afterwards. The thermal protection would have given you the armor for charging in. This right here is usually taken, the heat treatment is usually taken when you go with the with the new habits, because you go like a full pyromania build, because when you get new habits, you don't have to go with meltdown, but when you get new habits, you reduce the cooldown of your pyromania, and it gives you the ability to then use it more. Oh, what the hell happened? I think I like killed this thing. It gives you the ability to then use it to heal off of. Uh, so I definitely think that the other thing you could do, I think the neural stim pack recharges your pyromania, but I think heat treatment was the wrong way to go unless you go with the new habits at level 1.
Red team's turret is under attack.
Yeah, that was definitely sucky. It's kind of where we threw the game right there. Just they just played it really well, got us in a bad position, and this is where I throw the game because I have full stacks, but it doesn't matter because I go in alone like a moron. Yeah, I got full stacks. So yeah, you guys aren't even close to me. I'm retarded. This was super dumb. I I did a really bad thing right here. Yeah, you guys aren't even close to me. I should have been paying attention to that. It's fine to slam Limpico, but I'm gonna die for it. Yeah, the web wrapped him, and everybody else is super far away. Yeah, that was my bad. I shouldn't have gone in there like that. I'm pretty sure we just got one more shot here, otherwise it is game over. Yeah, this was just a miscommunication, I think, because it was a good jet propulsion by Blue. I think I'm pretty sure I called out Gestrin because I saw him sitting against the wall over here. Yeah, I just totally missed that. I was just eyeballing Gestrin down the bottom lane. I missed this. This was a good one right here. That was my bad too. I definitely caused a lot of these problems in the end. Just eyeballing the wrong targets. Because we definitely could have gotten him right here if I was flip him and charge him into this wall or something like that. That was a good bunker. What are you guys doing down here? Yeah, the eyes in the dark canceled it. It sucks. Yeah, bummer. Well, that was it. I don't know. We played really well until until right at that level 15 mark. Lost Johners here, lost Blue and um, Opius here, and then I threw the game over here. It's pretty much about all that happened. It's kind of interesting how it breaks down to just really those couple of things, but I think we could definitely clean up, the team fights. Especially, if I would have gone after that Nazebo, we probably could have picked him off, honestly, with Blue getting that really good stun. Um, and then just being more together. I mean, we were separated. Neither one of us were wrong, right? Like, I mean, two of you guys were down here, three of us were up here. We just need to attack more coordinated on this point, and it would have been a lot better. We were just split. They were all together because they were inside the shrine, so gave them the advantage on that team fight, and they were able to get the win. Like to know what you guys think, or if you guys do a video on it, or what you think we could change. I definitely think we could change some of these. Like, I'm not too sure about this Kael'thas build um, against this comp. I'm not too sure that that was a way to go, but I don't know. Let me know like why you think that that was a good way to go against them. Like I said, I know you did damage, but not too sure what that damage did exactly.